Let me talk to y'all this morning before I cook breakfast for my mother. Did y'all see Uncle Luke and Tariq? Yeah. So Uncle Luke, was talking to Tariq, and he came up. He was being, gentleman-like, all nice. And Uncle Luke went back and looked at his Twitter, and some of the shit that he said was, problematic against, immigrants. And then Uncle Luke is a Bohemian and Jamaican. So he was like, he didn't like the stuff that he was saying or whatever. And Tariq doesn't speak anything that's, backed up by anything. He just starts saying a lot of stuff, and he's being blatantly dishonest because he knows how bills are passed. He knows that every time when this is how it's been working. Okay, the Democrats don't have, the House and the Senate. Well, they have the House. They have the majority in the House. But the Senate, they don't have, right? They have like 49. And then we have two fake Democrats, Manchin and Seneca. They vote with the Republicans all the time. They're not liberal, they're moderates. So we don't have enough votes to get anything passed. So it just gets stuck in the House. Any bills that were really good bills, because the Democrats, a lot of y'all don't pay attention, but I watch stuff all day. Watch C-SPAN and stuff like that, and you'll see like stuff has no biases, and you'll just see stuff like, you'll see like Nancy Pelosi and they'll write up a bill or whatever, and it could be great for the people. I'm not talking about reparations. I'm talking about besides reparations. But it'll be great. Awesome bill. I love like a lot of the bills they have. I don't like the stuff, that's freaky deaky, like, hey, you could go on the street and suck somebody pussy and toes in the middle of Main Street. It's okay, because the Democrats do got some freak shit. They got that freaky deaky, pansexual type of shit. That's creepy to me. But as far as their socialist programs and stuff, or any of the laws they try to pass, it gets stuck in the Senate with McConnell. He said he will not pass anything. They wouldn't even pass the George Floyd law. Do y'all understand that? It got stuck from the Republicans, not the Democrats. You're sitting here listening to Tariq's ignorant ass, who is a millionaire. He's getting paid by fucking Trump. I bet you. Trump said for black people not to vote. And then all of a sudden, this nigga pushing that agenda, don't vote, don't vote. You're not going to vote, and your mother needs fucking Medicare, or your grandma needs Medicare, and the fucking Republicans want to fucking cut it. It's like you could tell these dumbass people the same shit over and over and over, and they act like black people are rich. Our fucking race is poor. A lot of black people are poor. The working poor. I need fucking shit now. I'm not rich. A lot of y'all pretend to be rich, but I'm not. Black people are the working poor. I see some people with 2 jobs. When I worked, I had 2 jobs just so I could fucking pay for babysitting. To work. Are you that's $169 out of my check every fucking week. I had to get a second job to be able to pay for that shit. So don't sit up here and tell me that people are on a Democratic plantation when you're just voting for whoever has the things that you need in your life. Medical insurance. want to cut that. The Republicans want to cut that. Any of the things that you are still allowed to have while y'all crazy asses talking about Pizzagate and crazy shit. Illuminati talking points and shit like that. No offense, it's crazy. I'm sitting up here in the real world worrying about my niece keeping a Section 8, my best friend keeping her affordable housing and food stamps. She works. She was married. She needs help. So that's why we vote Democrats. That's why. Food stamps for her children to be able to eat. Do y'all know the biggest population that's poor is the old and children? Do y'all care? Like, sometimes the things don't affect you. You might be doing okay. But what about the people that's not? Do y'all give a fuck about others? While y'all sit up and talk about my foul mouth, do y'all give a fuck about other people? While I'm saying shit and fuck, but caring about other motherfuckers before I think about myself. And y'all worship fucking Tariq is sickening. Like that one guy on my fucking page, Charles Darcy. I guess he thought because I checked Daddy Yankee, what the fuck is his nappy Yankee, that I hate foreigners. I don't hate foreigners. Or people that's not, ADOS. I don't hate them. I hate the individual. I don't even hate nappy Yankee. He's annoying to me. He's irritating. He's an irritant. But am I gonna fucking hate all people? Some of my best friends are Haitian. Some of my friends or some of my best friends have been Puerto Rican. But when it comes down to having issues that applies to us, like reparations, I don't think anybody else should be in it. Nobody should be a part of that conversation except for the senators and the representatives and the people that are ADOS. I don't give a fuck what nobody else has to say on reparations. It's irrelevant to me because it's not applying to you. So I don't give a fuck if you be like, oh, I'm for it for you guys. No, I don't give a fuck. That's nice, but I don't care. But people living in a real world, and that worship of Tariq is sickening. Dude wrote like 20 fucking messages. Stop like I don't wanna be rude, but stop dick riding a grown ass dude, man. That's dick riding. People are human. He's not Jesus, he's a con man. Fuck him. He don't give a fuck about y'all. He paid by Trump. Half of y'all motherfuckers seem like y'all on SSI. I never even heard of SSI until I moved here. And I saw people fucking not working, pretending to be retarded and shit like that. I was like, I never even heard of that shit. I did not know about this until I came to upstate New York. But yeah, half of y'all motherfuckers seem like you on SSI. So be stupid and talking about, I'm not voting for the Democrats. Yeah, the Republicans ain't trying to do shit. They blocked that fucking George Floyd bill. Tariq ain't talking about that shit though, is he? It died. It gets passed in the House and dies on the Senate floor. He's ignorant and uneducated. Now he's uneducated. Roland Martin can break down shit. And he was breaking down a lot of shit. But the thing about him, nobody's perfect. The thing about him is he can say a lot of good things. He's whitewashed. He's like a black European to me. And he's not relatable. But he does speak on poor people. The issues that poor people have in our community, which is a large percentage of black people. Then they say like 70% of black people are freaking the poor working class. But nobody online is honest enough to say that, because they all gonna act like they're doctors and lawyers and astronauts. That's crazy. I don't know. But the worship of Tariq is just really irritating to me. It's really irritating to me. That guy, he wrote like 20 fucking replies because I made a video about Tariq. Never worship somebody on that level. People are human. Never worship nobody on that level. You don't know that motherfucker. And you could tell he's too adamant about don't vote, don't vote. He's not being honest. Like, hey, you don't vote? He said he wants Trump to be in office, didn't he? He said he would rather him be in office. Yeah, you'd rather him be in office because you're going to get tax breaks, while stupid ass motherfuckers that's poor going to get nada. Because bills